Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you again from wherever, whichever part of the world you're watching this video. It is 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. We are moving into UK trading hours right now, early UK trading hours. Uh, And once again, a warm welcome to all of them who are joining in fresh into our YouTube family. It's about 200 now, 201 to be exact. Uh, do feel free to watch all the videos available, both educational and the wave counts, case studies that we've been doing two times a day now. If you are joining very fresh. From today, we have resumed the educational discussion on the wave counts for Nifty and the dollar INR. Please, once again, let me remind you a small disclaimer: this channel is to be taken 100% as purely knowledge based and education based. It's no recommendation of a particular instrument to be traded in a particular direction, or no solicitation whatsoever uh, as a personal recommendation, or for any other mutual benefit. All right, this is just because of our passion that I'm continuing uh, free sessions, educational sessions. All right, it should not be taken as a personal advice of any kind of trading activity. Kindly look into your risk management or risk aptitude before even you try to trade forex or any other markets, because trading on leverage does carry and it has its own pros and cons. All right, if you have any personal questions regarding the counts, or you don't agree, as I received one of them last week for the Bitcoin. Tomorrow I'll be taking a Bitcoin wave counts. We'll be doing it once again and seeing that if there has to be some change done. All right. So yesterday, if you were there with me, 19th of February, we touched base with the Euro USD daily chart wave counts, and then we got down to the hourly wave counts. Right, wave 5 seems to be under progress. Today we will be looking into the dollar index wave counts, supposedly on the daily chart, and then coming back on the 4 hours and the hourlies. All right, so with that note and a normal disclaimer, let's begin today's session. It will go on for about 15 to 20 minutes maximum. All right. So that is the chart right now in front of your screens is that of a daily chart for Euro. For those who are joining very fresh, I'll just run for a few seconds. That is wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, and supposedly we are into the fifth wave, which is unfolding nicely as 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the fifth wave is either terminated or it is just under the process to get terminated. It is either formed a top, which looks to be unlikely. There should be one more push towards a 26 27 handle. Also the trend line resistance should be passing around the same levels. Let's have a quick look, and then I'll change the chart to the dollar index. There you are. is slightly shy from the trend line resistance. So let's wait and watch how things are spanning out to be. All right. This chart looks to be gold right now. Watch out for any rallies to face resistance above 25.50. All right, let's bring up the dollar index chart now. Okay, we would like to review from the same time frame that we did yesterday for the euro, and that is to be precise 3rd of January 2017 onwards, where when it printed new highs around 103.80 levels. All right. More or less, okay. Let me get rid of the scan here. Okay, waves 1, wave 2, extended wave 3. I'm not doing the sub waves. For the extended wave 3, A, B, C, wave 4, extended again, or not extended, flat actually, sorry. And finally looks to be that we are, it is difficult to confirm that we have done, but it's more easy to say that we are very close to a strong, meaningful bottom. Now, again, it's anybody's guess which support or what price support it should gain, but should be somewhere around the 87 handle. If you look at the principle of equality, within the fifth wave, where the third wave again is an extended one, it dropped from 95 towards 92, so 300 points, 90.56 less 300 brings us close enough to 87.50, or somewhere around close to those levels. All right, so principally it is more or less clear that we are into the fifth wave, on the lower side, of course, and it's just a matter of time before we can watch the termination process. That is the line of resistance from, oh, that is not the correct one. Not the correct one. Now it is. Okay. So if we go by the book of the basic tenet of the wave principle, what it says is this. Definitely we're all sure about what we have done in the past. Since we are bringing up the dollar index chart right now, let's do it once again. It's 5-3, and then 5 waves down, and then 3 waves up. Label them accordingly as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Presumably we can label this as the first wave of 1 higher degree. and should be ideally followed by a three-wave corrective rally. In this case, since the impulse wave is on the south side, that should be labeled easily as the second wave. All right. Now we don't claim, or we are. I mean, personal level, it's almost impossible to figure out whether what exact price is going to bottom out. But what we can do as a fair distinguish is find out the resistance, immediate resistance. Let's zoom in a bit first. The the resistance levels will help us confirm whether a meaningful bottom is in place or not. That is the immediate resistance potential wave 4, which is around the 90-60 or 90-50 mark, till the time prices are below or trading below 90-50. It's quite obvious that bears are still in control. So we would expect, or once we see a break above the 90-50 mark, let's say, I don't know if it's going to rally right from here or maybe after forming a low, another low, but a push above the 90-60 mark would probably give more confirmation that bulls are registering themselves and they are back in control, or they would want to be back in control. All right, so it's anybody's guess right now. We are in almost a no man's land right now. To be a very safe, to find out a very safe trade plan, actually, either wait for this resistance to go bust around 1960, or just allow one more low before figuring out whether the bottom is in place or not, because we are going to have one more intermediate resistance in around 89.50 if there is one more low to be printed. All right, so but the oscillators are they must be telling us a story that we are very close to a bottom now. It's almost you see, it is almost a bullish divergence in place, right? You can see uh, prices forming new lows. I think 80, 88, 20, 30, when there was a drop there. You can watch that bullish divergence, brothers. Right. The bullish divergences are already in place now. Just a matter of time before the first resistance in case of the dollar index and the first support in case of the euro USD, they are taken out. Once they are done, once they are out, it would be more or less confirmed that we might be beginning the next phase, and that is the corrective phase, which might last quite a bit longer, several weeks or even months, which we are going to witness. All right. We're looking at the 4-hour charts now. That was the fourth wave. Just use an arrow mark here, forming waves 1, 2, 3, and then ABC wave 4, and remains to be seen whether we are done with the fifth wave termination at around the 88.25 mark, or is it going to drop one last time or one more time below 88.25. All right, as I said, watch out for the immediate resistance around the 90.57 mark. Once prices break that zone, it is more or less confirmed that bulls are registering themselves back again to gain control. Okay, the hourly chart. Let's draw a short-term trend line first. I think that was the termination of fourth wave, 90.56. Let's do a trend line from here. It is just approaching the resistance zone right now. Okay, on the hourly chart, there are two levels of resistances you would want to watch out. One is 90.1215 and the other one is 90.5657. Right. So kindly watch out for these two levels to be taken out first. I mean, if there should be some reaction around the trend line, it's going to be either a bounce or a break, obviously. So watch out for the trading zone here. A bearish reaction. I mean, it's wait for a signal. You should be waiting for a signal, at least on a smaller time frame, before you take a trading decision. I think the Fibonacci retracements are also maybe it's just around the 68 or 62% mark. Let's see. Just over the 62% mark. So it remains to be seen how the dollar index is reacting around the resistance zone right now. The 61.8% resistance, Fibonacci resistance, trend line coming up around the same price. So it's going to be an interesting fight over here. All right. Any bearish reaction would probably give us an indication that we are heading south, and on the other side, a break of the trend line on the north side, and watch out for a break above the 90, 10, 12 levels. That would warn the bears. Actually, it would more or less go into the favor of bulls coming back and registering themselves strongly. All right. So that was the wave count, or the potential levels of supports and resistance you should be watching before you take any investment or trading decision on your trading account. All right, so let us please bring this session to a pause here, and we will be back again tomorrow for the Asia session at 8:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, that is today Eastern Standard 10 p.m. followed by, I think we'll pick up Bitcoin in the UK education session tomorrow. All right. So once again, a humble thank you for to all of you watching online or must be watching in the offline mode. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, and help us spread the word if you think that this is going to be of any use to anybody that you know who are into this field, or maybe a trader or an investor, or just for the sake of the education purpose. Right. So till the next session, please take care and God bless, brothers and sisters. Goodbye.